So in the last video, we tried to reason why the nose opening to the nose drying and also dehydrate even in the lung because the air rush into the lung. Um, the air has less resistance, so the air is just quickly fill the lung, and that make the air hard to moist and hard to warm, and so that can also dry the liners inside the breathing, the channel inside the nose, or and so make it very dry. At the same time, when the lung breathes out, the exhale air suppose will be 100% moisture. This air suppose can be humidify or re-wetted up all the liners on our breathing air channel. Yeah, but because the nose openness and this air rush out very quickly, that means our tissues, the membranes in the nose didn't get any much chance to re just get more moisture, lubricating by the moisture, the air from the lung. The air breathing out the lung, that's a source of the moisture. So when this moisture come out, it's supposed to be help lubricate or moisture the liners or membrane inside the nose. But because the air is it too quickly rush out, and it lost the opportunity doing that. So with all of that, so the resistance of the air, inhale and exhale, is kind of the root cause, as I understand, for the dryness. So that's why, like open nose syndrome and resistance, how you can increase the resistance of breathing, and how you can slow down the air leaving, slow down the air to breathing in, to get a little bit optimum condition, optimum speed that cope with the body. So with all of that, and we just talk about how this nose cap, or we always call at the beginning PSC nasal filter, or the nose mask, how this nose mask work. And this nose mask, you can see outside of it have fashion layer. Inside actually is filter materials. That materials can be medical grade, can be N95 grade, or can be even more. And sometimes you can put like a cotton inside, or whatever. So you have a way to design to make the resistance, any resistance, from barely none to you barely cannot breathe in. You don't want to go that far, but you can regulate the resistance. So with that, the resistance will help when you're breathing in. So when we inhale, the air is not quickly fill up the lung, so that your body can adjust the speed, adjust that, so to humidify the air, and the lung get ready to receiving the air. So I think that would be benefit for that. And when you exhale, that will be more interesting for the resistance, is when you have the resistance, you breathe in the air slowly. So with the low speed of the air have more opportunity, can moisture the tissue, that when we breathe in, we lost the air. So it kind of recompensate the air loss when we're doing that. That is why, when we do test about you breathing through the mouth and breathing through your nose, and we every day we lost through the mouth 12 ounce water, but through the nose 6 ounce water, because the nose have the resistance of air, so that you can re-moisture the tissues there. So another very interesting thing about this nose cap is it really compared without the nose cap. Even normal nose, I still lost 6 ounces of water per day. So if I put on the nose cap, I lost much less. It's less than 1 ounce. So to think about what is the reason is when the air coming from your lung is like 100% moisture at 37 degrees, and when you're breathing out, if your room temperature 20 degrees, the moisture will condense to droplets of water. So this droplets of water will condense in this mask. So you get a lot of the micro water on the mask material, a lot of surface area. So when you breathe in again, and the air will pick up this micro moisture, so that can continue, feeding into the moisture into the air. So the air, even the outside air can be dry, but the air after pass through this nose cap, and it moisturized. So in that way, your body will not need much the moisture put in, because you already have some moisture inside. So that way, and your body is not stressed for dryness. Your body is not stressed for dryness in the lung or in the nose. So my personal experience by wear this nose cap for 7 years, 6 years since the pandemic, this nose cap design is not for dryness at all, and nothing for that. Is for the pandemic, for give you a layer protection, protect your nose, block the bug, block infection, virus, because the nose is the most vulnerable. Because you can close your eye, you can close your mouth, and the nose is always open. Most of the time, people don't eat. You keep your mouth shut. Some people even you keep your mouth open, but still your nose are constantly open. So nose is most vulnerable. That's why we want to have a layer protection, block the bugs. So it does. I wear this and I get a few infections. You still get some, through the day. You cannot 100% avoid that. Every year I probably get a 1 or 2 kind of cold, that kind of thing. And amazingly is I never held dry nose. Even my nose is normal, no ENS, but I held dry nose before. My nose always kind of dry, and then you get a little bit hardened. You try to pick it out and bloody, and but with this nasal plug, I never have that. So that is amazing that nasal plug really keep the moisture and keep your nose moist. So I'm not sure, how this nose plug can help the ENS and to maintain the moisture. And I believe it will help to some level. I'm not fully confident that will do as good as me. That means keep your nose constantly moist and completely remove the losing moisture issue, the dry nose issue, or dry lung issue. I don't know how much it can do for that, but it will definitely help. So I will be interested to see for the people who have the ENS, and you see this video, and you may reach out to us and to see we want to get some try to see how they help us, and that'll be really, really good. So with that, and I ending this video, and talk about this nose cap for the moisture. And I never realized the moisture and dryness can be so big thing affect the life. Big thing affect your well health. And I do, mentioned before, the breathing is one of the things we take for granted, but is the most neglected, the fact of the living and the habit. With that, thank you. We close this video for today.